Okay. Unfortunately, I'm gonna look pretty dweeby myself here. Otherwise, I won't be able to read this. But somebody, and I feel like this is important stuff to talk about, especially since I am running for Congress and will be the next congressperson from the 2nd District. Sorry guys, I have to use two reading glasses to make sure I can read it. So Tim Pool is trying to put me in jail, and I've seen just interview after interview with him where he talks about, the people in the Republicans in rural districts have to get on their hustle, have to drive 100 miles to reach people, where someone in the Democratic district just goes in one building and reaches that many people. And West Virginia doesn't have any drug problems. I just see kayaking and mountain biking. Okay, this little pussy's never fucking struggled a day in his life. Probably doesn't have fucking kids. I really don't know that much about him other than he's trying to put me in jail, this punk ass, and I want to kick his ass in the ring. I think we both know Joe Rogan, so maybe my friend Kevin Booth can help get in touch with Joe and we can set up an MMA match for charity. I'm gonna fucking kill him. All right, an estimated 278,734 West Virginians live in poverty in 2019, for a total poverty rate of 16%. While poverty declined by 1.8 percentage points in 2018, West Virginia's poverty rate, and that's because of Trump, West Virginia's and it even got better in 2019. West Virginia's poverty rate, it's just crashed. The people are gone. People aren't paying their rents again. West Virginia's poverty rate is still at 3.7% points higher than the national average, making it the 6th highest rate among the 50 states. So I don't know which states are poorer than West Virginia, but there's a few out there. 11.8% of adults reported that their household sometimes or often didn't have enough to eat in the last 7 days. And I've got dudes coming to my door all the time that I have to give food to, blankets to. They're trying to break in my fucking windows all the time. And then I have the cops calling. We got our swatting call happened like this. 2:08 in the morning. Supposedly someone walking down the street on a rainy night saw inside a window that has a blanket over it and no one's in that room because it's empty, saw someone fighting, a physical fight, possibly a weapon or something, and they had to come in, exigent circumstances. 3 cop cars arrive immediately, search through the entire house, drawers, bags, individual stuff, and then admit to stealing property, make a child piss himself, and end up naked in the shower, and the police are interviewing the child through the door. And you go to the city council, and you tell the city council, you go speak to the chief police, you get the police report, and nothing happens. And this little faggot, and I'm sorry, I don't have anything against gay people, Dennis Perone is one of my best friends. He always said, I can't stand these little faggot Democrats, because he was a pothead. He was the one that created marijuana legalization, him and Jack Hare. Most people don't even know these guys, and they're my good friends. So Dennis used that word all the time because this little dude, Tim, he just is one of those fucking dudes you want to kick his ass in elementary school kind of guy. And he's just lying about me and talking shit and trying to take my kids away, so I'm kind of upset. 17% of adults with children reported that their kids sometimes or often didn't eat enough in the last 7 days because they couldn't afford to. Okay? And I'm fortunate and lucky enough to be able to take care of my kids, and Tim's fan base, some of his fans, obviously not all of them, but they've really been, I hope your kids are taken away, I hope you're in jail, and butt raped, really horrific stuff. So 19% of this is people who, again, if you're just joining in, I can't imagine you would be, but 19% of adults who live in West Virginia live in rental housing, reported that they were behind on rent. So it's almost 1 in 5 people is behind on rent. 6% are behind on their mortgage payments. thank God. Here's the great thing about West Virginia. It is very inexpensive. I don't live where Tim Pool lives. That's why it took me so many hours to drive to him, even though we're in the same district. My house cost $10,000, but it's paid for. So, and it's beautiful. It's nice. And I'm right by the river in a great town. I live in Wheeling, West Virginia, which was one of the wealthiest towns in the United States of America per capita from 1865. Last night, the Nailers lost. We have a local hockey team, the Wheeling Nailers, because during the late 1860s, when Pittsburgh was producing all that steel, here in Wheeling, they made nails for the railroads. So our local team is called the Nailers. My daughter, Julia, was so excited. She's all, "Let's go Nailers." She is just singing it all night. She got the only hockey puck that went into the audience she caught last night, and it was pretty exciting. Okay, so let's get back to West Virginia. Okay, 29% of all children, so it's 1 in 3 children in West Virginia, live in a family that is either not getting enough to eat or behind on house payments. So, and you know, when there's financial stress in a family, that creates a lot of, it creates a lot of hardship. It creates a lot of stress for relationships. Even though I have 2 children here and I love them and take care of them, I'm not married to their mother. I haven't seen my wife in 10 years or more. Well, maybe 10 years. The government took our life savings twice. We were homeless for 2 years. We finally came back and had some stability. And then the government did it again because I started the church Temple 420. And it was a medical marijuana club in California. When the police arrested me, we counted how many marijuana clubs we drove by on the way to the police station, because they took me to downtown LA from West LA, and they didn't take the freeway. They took just the regular roads, and I think we counted like 26. At one point, there were more medical marijuana clubs, and this is when I was getting arrested for running mine, because I ran it as a church. And I didn't try to do it not for profit. I was a for-profit church because we wanted to pay taxes, but we were providing medical marijuana for sick people and providing church services and just helping people get off drugs, out of pornography, out of prostitution. You know, we really had a good ministry. And, you know, it is what it is. I just decided it wasn't worth it anymore, and I moved out to a small Indian village and did my own thing. And have been doing that for years. So I now decided to throw my hat in the ring. I know every inch of my life will be inspected. Yeah, it makes me nervous, but I don't care. I haven't really done anything wrong. So this Tim Pool guy's a fucking asshole. And he doesn't know shit about West Virginia. And so that's why, because I actually care about the state and know the facts about the state, that's why I drove to his house to try and get on his show, because I fucking looked it up. He lives in my fucking district. And he just lies about me, a piece of shit.